Hello everyone. Once again, I sincerely welcome you to Spirituality for Dummies. There's a lot of spirituality out there right now. Manifestation, high vibration, divine timing, shadow work, quantum jumps, and you have something like Gnosticism, mystic Christianity, channeled teachings like Bashar and Abraham Hicks, Eastern philosophy, psychology, nervous system science, and many more. Some of it is profound, some of it is symbolic, and some of it is just buzz. And I'm not against exploring different paths. In fact, I think you should explore. But over time, I realized something crucial. If a teaching doesn't encourage you to think for yourself, if it doesn't help you to know yourself or take responsibility for your inner state, then it's definitely not for you. True spirituality isn't about rituals, labels, or blind faith. It's about knowing yourself, opening your heart, and letting love and compassion guide your choices and live your life. So I built 5 principles that I use to filter everything I've learned. Not to limit myself, but to stay grounded and to stay loving. And these 5 principles guide me inward, help me to know myself more clearly, and help me show up in the world with love, awareness, and independent thinking. True spirituality always guides you inward, whether it's Gnosticism talking about inner knowing, mystic Christianity pointing to the kingdom within, or Bashar encouraging you to follow your highest excitement. If it's real, it always brings you back to awareness. It asks, why am I triggered? What belief is operating in me? Who am I underneath my reactions? It encourages self-compassion and curiosity, and it invites you to think for yourself instead of blindly following anyone. That's how you truly know yourself, and how love becomes the foundation of your spirituality journey. Second, spiritual growth reduces ego and expands consciousness and compassion. If a path makes you feel superior, more awakened, more chosen, more evolved, that's ego in spiritual clothing. Real growth makes you quieter, more grounded, less reactive, more loving. As ego softens, your heart naturally opens. You stop judging others. You start seeing people as human, learning and evolving, just like you are. And it encourages you to think for yourself, rather than measuring your worth by others, teachings, or labels. The third principle that I'm about to share is such a dead giveaway because you can feel it in you. Because true spirituality brings alignment, peace, and your heart expansion. Spirituality doesn't remove heartbreak. It doesn't cancel uncertainty. It doesn't erase responsibility. My breakup way back in 2020 didn't feel mystical at the time, but it became the reason I'm awakened right now. A deep invitation to look into myself, because at that time I'm living quite unconsciously. And studying abroad doesn't mean it is always sunshine and rainbows, and it didn't come with cosmic fireworks, but it revealed my authentic self and helped me release performance and pretense. My current job doesn't arrive with angel music. It came with pressure, with the responsibility I never did before, not even once in my life. And it challenges my nervous system in ways I've avoided for years. Yet, alignment means, even in intensity, I can hold my heart gently, stay grounded, and leave space for compassion for myself and others. It's also about making my own choices and to think for myself, rather than blindly following someone else's rules or beliefs. Whatever feels right for me, then that's the way to go. After walking this path, the thing I've learned the most is life is a mirror, not an enemy. In Gnosticism, they talk about inner knowledge extensively. Psychology, like Carl Jung, talks about projection of your inner self to the outside world. And esoteric teachings talk about reflection in yourself and true nature. They all are pointing to the same truth. What triggers you reveals you. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? I ask, what is this showing me about myself? Every time I do, I deepen self-compassion and understanding. And the more I understand myself, the more my heart opens to other people's struggle and humanity. And I think for myself in every situation, because true spirituality always invites you to be the observer and a learner of your own life. And the last principle I use to discern whether the teaching is good for me or not is, if a teaching is always advocating for your participation, then it is a true spirituality. When mystic Christianity says trust God, when Bashar says act on your highest excitement, when esoteric teachings talk about divine timing, none of it means sit back and wait. It means set intention, show up fully, take responsible action, release control over outcomes. Because I truly have no clue what my future will look like. I only have a vague vision, but no guarantees. And that's okay, because trust isn't predicting the future. It's loving yourself and thinking for yourself in the present moment. Showing up grounded and open-hearted, no matter what the world tells you. So yes, I explore Gnosticism. I listen to Bashar. I study esoteric ideas. I learn from mystic Christianity. I integrate psychology and I study Buddhism. But I keep only what guides me inward, reduces ego, creates peace under pressure, encourages responsibility, deepens love, compassion, and self-knowledge, and inspires me to think for myself. If a teaching inflates me, isolates me, or disconnects me from reality, I'll let it go. Because spirituality without love, compassion, self-knowledge, and independent thinking is just philosophy that has no use at all. So the real test here is simple. Am I calmer, more responsible for my own thoughts and beliefs, more loving, or more aware of who I truly am? If a teaching ticks those boxes, that is probably a path for you to pursue. Because as a person who is also lost in the teachings in the past, struggled a lot, so I gathered all my experience in hoping to help you guys discern. So, if you have been feeling lost in the sea of spiritual buzzwords, here's my invitation. Observe, filter, stay grounded, keep your heart soft. Let love, compassion, self-knowledge, and independent thinking guide your journey. Like hell, you don't even need to believe what I'm saying right now. Just think for yourself to figure out your path. If you want more insights like this and a grounded, heart-centered approach to rewiring yourself spiritually, make sure to subscribe, like, or even share this video. Once again, I sincerely thank you watching Spirituality for Dummies. Let's walk this path, curious, compassionate, and loving together because we are all one. Till next time, bye-bye.